kicked off. We've gone through 2 regionals, and a lot of the tours about to start pretty soon.
Yep, yep, yep. And we'll get your putting and your swing back to where it needs to be. First couple rounds of the year. But we're lucky we got some winners today.
Yes, sir.
And that's always good. These winners have punched their ticket to national championship, and so we'll definitely be seeing them in October in Hilton Head, and it'll be beautiful down there.
Yeah.
So let's talk to our first winner. He's from the St. Louis tour, and I know Tyler Cardwell is going to be real happy to hear about this. So let's welcome Steve Roberts from St. Louis. Steve, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Try it again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
I don't hear you real good. Let's put it this way: if they can't hear you, Jen I know Jen's listening. She will let us know. So you came from a couple back yesterday. You were, I think you were tied for
I was tied for fourth.
Tied for fourth.
I shot 81 yesterday.
Okay.
Watched the leaderboard most of the day until about 12, and then I quit watching. Played with Randy Merrill all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday and today. He was leaderboard watching for me, but was only informing me at the important times what was going on. But I didn't know where I stood specifically, but knew on the last tee shot and the last putt that it was for something close.
Right.
But after I putted out, he told me where I stood. So at that point, I was tied. I guess Matthew still had to finish.
Yeah, because I know it was close. And where were you playing with Matt? No, you weren't playing.
No, he was in the group behind me.
Behind you. So I know it was close, and we thought it was going to come down to the last hole. So tell us about the overall round. Did you obviously you weren't watching the leaderboard, but tell us how you played and what your overall type of game is.
So my overall type of game, I'm good around the greens, especially wedges more so than putting, but I don't consider myself a good ball striker necessarily. I don't hit a lot of greens very often. At home on a good round, I'll hit 12 greens. On an average round, I'll hit 8 or 9. But I'll still make, 4 bogeys in a round and maybe 1 or 2 birdies.
Okay.
So that's kind of my game.
Right.
I'm not necessarily long, but I'm accurate enough.
Mm-hmm.
So today started out par bogey, and then I just went on a par run of 5 or 6 holes, and so today in my mind I knew I was better than yesterday,
right?
Because yesterday was a lot windier, a lot colder.
Yeah.
So at that point I thought, okay, things are going good. I didn't really want a leaderboard watch because it seems like so much chaos and mayhem is going on out there in the wind. Any hole's a double bogey or a birdie.
Right.
So I thought, what's the point of watching the leaderboard early? But I couldn't help myself at about the turn. I looked at it. I was tied for the lead at that point. And then I quit watching it, and I played 1 over, I think, from that point in. So
wow. Yeah. So you double bogey 12. What happened there?
3-putt.
3-putt.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Here we go.
Missed the green and 3-putt.
See, everybody does it. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, but
everybody does it.
But my point is, so you double bogey 12, and then you turn right around and you parred 13. So you didn't let that affect you.
Correct.
All right, that's what we're working on with Chris.
Jesus.
Right.
I had 35 putts today, so it's a struggle. Today was a struggle. Yeah. I was enjoying the views.
Well, as long as you enjoy the views, but we'll get you there. But again, that is really the key for every flight, not just jam flight. When you make a mistake or you don't get a good bounce, you can't let it bother you. You just have to pick up and play your next shot.
Right. And the fact that I feel I can chip around the green, I don't usually worry about missing greens, because it happens a lot.
Right.
So it's no big deal if I don't, as long as it's not in the desert, I can play it and I can do something with it and give myself a chance. I did make on our very first opening hole, I missed the green. I chipped up to about 55 feet and made the putt. That was the longest putt I made all day, probably the longest putt I've made in 6 months, but it came at the right time, made a par. I think I bogeyed the next hole, but then went on that par run. So,
but again, you shot 76. out here on these courses. I mean, with the wind and the conditions, that's a really good score.
Yeah, and it's good for me too. I mean, it's traveling away from my home course. I'll take 76 every day.
Absolutely. So the low round today was 74, but
And I played with him,
Okay.
the guy that shot. He's my buddy, and we came down here together.
Oh,
so.
that's awesome. So you did have somebody to really kind of push you and
Sure.
yeah,
And we played a lot of golf together. We were not paired together yesterday, and I think he shot the high score in the flight by a fair amount, and then he shot the low score in the flight.
You know what he did?
Also,
he did. And I'm not going to say what his score was, but you're right. He was high score yesterday, low score today, and again that's just a turnaround and putting rounds behind you.
Right.
But yet again yesterday the conditions were a lot worse, a little bit colder, wind was a lot worse.
Much.
So, what's next step for you?
Well, the guy I'm playing with, I actually go to work for him starting tomorrow.
Oh.
So we're flying to Denver, although our flight was canceled tonight, but we're going back there and going to work from his office for a few days. I'll go back home and then start working. As far as more golf, in Missouri, my wife called me this morning. It's 15 below zero wind chill this morning. So it's going to be a while before we golf. So as far as the next tournament, probably going to be May or so, honestly.
Steve, you don't have to live in that kind of weather, man.
I know. There's nothing really good about Southeast Missouri, honestly. Winters are brutal. They're not necessarily this cold that often, but they're never good. I mean, they're 25 degrees and wet, and that's our winters. We don't see sunshine for 3 months.
No, it's time to move.
Right. To Vegas now.
Well, that's Vegas is fine. We had a couple try to convince me to move out here, and I know my wife was listening, and we've got grandkids that live in Pennsylvania, and I said there's no way that I can convince my wife to come out here to Vegas with the grandkids.
Right. Oh yeah. Too far of a flight too.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So. But congratulations!
Thank you.
I know Tyler's going to be thrilled. Tyler's doing a phenomenal job in
Yes.
St. Louis.
Now, I have to admit, I've played one tournament on the St. Louis tour, and that was about 4 years ago.
Okay.
I won it, and I haven't played since, simply for life instances, where
Right.
Right.
The tour is quite honestly in about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours from where I live.
Oh, wow, okay.
So to go to one-day events. They are on weekends, which is fantastic,
Right.
but it just hasn't worked out.
Right.
But I had made mental notes to this year, we're going to get in 4 or 5 tournaments. So.
Nice.
All right. Now I know Tyler's listening too. He just chimed in. So Tyler, you better get on Steve. Call him. Make sure you got some schedule for him.
Or have someone pick me up, drive me up there.
Tyler will do it. I know he will. So. Well, Steve, again, congratulations, and I know we'll see you in Hilton Head in October.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats.
Sure thing. Wow. I mean, that's shooting 76 out here in this stuff and beating Matt, because Matt's a stick. I don't know if you've ever seen him play, but
I've heard.
but he can really play. Take care, Steve.
I've heard from HB because HB played with him
Yeah.
at nationals when he went, and he told me it's nothing to sneeze about.
No, he's not. And he's another one, doesn't get too high or too low, and he just hits the ball and
On to the next one.
on to the next one.
Maybe I need to get tips from him because, oh man.
Yeah, so we need the next one.
You want me to go find him?
Yeah, I saw Derek Barnes walking around. The 8th flight champion, and
Let me go find him. Hold on.
All right. While Chris is going to find some more champions, let's just give a rundown of the skins. Super skins. We had a tour director, Tyler Hudson, walking away with some money. No, it doesn't look like any Eagles today, but Steve Bassler got a super skin, and so Steve Bassler's from the Denver tour. Actually, he's Steve Roberts' friend, playing together. Matt Bankston got a birdie on hole number 12, and Jeff Wolf got a birdie on number 18. And the Super Skins are paying out $215 a piece. Now, there were a bunch of Champion A-Flight skins starting off with hole number 2. Got Gary Schmidt had a birdie. Tour director Derek Barnes, who's also the A-Flight champion, birdied 5. And Steve Bassard took 6. Tony Slack, another birdie on hole number 8. And then we got Matt Bankston on 12 again, and George Wolf took 18. Now, the B, C, and D flight skins, they're the ones that really paid out. These paid out $305 a piece. And there were 4 of them. And so we had Jason Junio on hole number 1, and Jared Chasen, he's the C flight champion. I think he's C flight. Hold on, let me just double check that. Actually, Jared Chasen is B flight champion. And Tyler Hudson, tour director Tyler Hudson from Cincinnati Dayton, he got number 4. And Kevin Durant, the Vegas tour director, got one on 16. So lucky of them, they got $305 a piece.
All right, I rounded 1.
All right, so we've got Derek Barnes, tour director from Denver, our A flight champion. Derek, congratulations, bud.
Thanks, man. How's it going, guys?
Doing awesome. I mean, we spent a little bit of time together yesterday, and you were leading after yesterday by what was it, 4 strokes?
No, just one stroke.
Was just one stroke.
Yep.
And you seem to me like you're also just the baseline. Never get too excited. Don't get upset.
That's part of it. You got to kind of keep your keep your composure. We out in Colorado we don't get to play too much, so we're kind of in the off season, but get to come out here and just keep it together.
Well, that's awesome. And I guess your flight's canceled, so you're gonna have to stay and celebrate.
Yeah, we'll see if my wife sees this cast, because she doesn't quite know that yet. I just found that out about 15 minutes ago. So we're trying to figure something out. All the flights got canceled today, it looks like, and tomorrow, and we might be in trouble. We'll see.
Was that you might be in trouble, or your wife might be in trouble for you not coming up, or you're going to be in trouble for not being able to get home?
I'm going to be in trouble for not being able to get home. Yeah, we've kind of worn out our welcome here. We want to get back home. Came here and got to play some good golf. Got to experience a good event with everybody. But yeah, it's snowing at home and there's work to do.
Yes. So tell us about your round today, because again, I mean, you seem to just be cruising it. I think at one point you were up by 7, and you won by 5 over Matt Bankston from Mississippi.
Okay, yeah. I didn't really look at live score for the most part until about the 15th hole. Just trying to go out there and grind it out, make pars, stay doing nothing too crazy, and we were able to kind of keep it up and just chug along. It was tough. A little better weather today, not as cold, honestly, but yeah, we kept it together and held it, and finally looked and had a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah, it was nice weather today. So I
loved it.
At one point there was no wind, so you could actually hit the ball to the pin and not have to figure about it.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't feel any wind at all today.
You were outside?
No.
Okay.
That's why. You could actually feel the sun though today, so that was
that's good. That's good.
Vegas is good. It's hit or miss with some of the temps and the wind, but it's great to be able to get out here and play some golf in the in kind of the off season for us at least.
Yeah.
Well, now you get to go to nationals. You get to do the directors meeting and not have to worry about your entry fee.
Yeah, that's a super bonus. That was kind of the biggest reward of this whole deal.
Right. So now you get to party a little bit harder at the directors meeting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know if we could do that more than some of us did this last year, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we can leave it at that. Shout out to my wife.
So you did pick up a flight skin, $96, so that can add to your winnings. And
yep, we got one of those today. Looks like the B, C, and D got some good flight skins.
They did.
Good pot over there.
$300 some.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice.
We'll take that all day long, right?
At one point, Kevin had the only skin.
Yeah, he did for
For a long
for
while.
a good while. Yeah,
He
And
was
that
running
went
around the
$1,200.
green when he found out.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So
Well, what's next? I mean, obviously you said you can't play anything until May.
Yeah. So what's next for us, or at least me? We haven't touched sticks since nationals. So here in Colorado, we're getting our schedule wrapped up. Hopefully, have that by the end of January, and then get that posted and kind of build the tour up, and we start about mid-April.
Okay.
So looking forward to getting that going and the snow stopping in Colorado.
Right. I mean, nothing wrong with snow. I won't
No.
do the snow. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, gotta love the snow, but it doesn't help the golf game.
Right.
all right, sorry about that. Just try and coordinate. Get these winners in here. So what they don't know is no trophy presentation until they talk to us.
Oh, okay.
So you're lucky.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm here, man. I appreciate what y'all are doing and everybody for running this tournament. And it was a great time. It always is. It's a good break in January, and I think more people should come out.
They really should. I mean, it's
Yeah.
We joke about the weather a little bit, but it's beautiful out here. You can't see it on camera, but what I'm looking out at is green grass in the fairway, desert, and then mountains. It's beautiful out here.
Yep. No, it totally is. One thing I do want to give a little shout out to is yesterday we got to play in a good group with some new guys from Arkansas.
Okay.
And the power of just golf week and the tour, and they were honestly awesome dudes. Had a great relaxing round. Everybody had a good time, had fun, and that's what this is all about. So
It
really helped
is.
me out yesterday a lot. ITA baby.
Well, any chance you'll be able to get a regional up in the Denver area?
We've been talking to Dennis about that. I hope so. I hope we can develop it. We got a good relationship with a course called Rain Dance. Excuse me. It's the longest course in Colorado, kind of like a TPC Colorado type of venue. It's really growing, so we'll see. Or we did a tournament at Keystone Ranch last year, which is out in Summit County in the mountains. Kind of a resort style course, a lot of fun. If we can get people out there, we'd love to. 2 days. We do have like 2 or 3 2-dayers already on the schedule, but we'd love to have a regional if we can get the people out there.
Yeah,
Colorado's fun.
but it really is, and for those that play on the East Coast like us or like me, when you get to Denver, the ball just
It's beautiful.
it goes just a little bit further.
Yeah, about 20 yards, man. Feels like.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, ours goes about 10 yards longer, so
Yeah.
going up to Colorado, it's a fun trip.
Nice.
You want to hit a 300-yard drive? Come to Colorado.
Well, that's probably still 3 shots for me, but that's all right.
We'll get you back there. We'll get you there.
So, what are some other highlights for you for this year? For the season.
For the season, just picking up. We took over last year, just trying to build a schedule out. Hopefully, get more new members involved, introduced into Golf Week. Really working hard to acquire new courses. Maybe we had a lot of people from Colorado Springs and some area outside of Denver last year, so hopefully we can progress to some courses closer that way.
Right.
And have a couple events to really make it, about an hour and a half radius of Denver, downtown Denver,
Right.
to really involve a lot of people in Colorado and build up the tournament schedule.
Nice.
Yeah, but people don't. I don't know if people realize it or not. I didn't until I went out there, but there's a ton of nice courses out there.
Oh, beautiful courses, yeah,
ton of them.
and they're packed.
Mhm.
That's one of the challenges in Colorado is that a lot of people are playing golf. So,
well, when you can only play golf for 2 months out of the year, I mean, you got to get everything you can.
tee sheets are tough, but yeah.
Well, Derek, thanks so much for spending some time with us. Congratulations, and maybe we'll hang out tonight since you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we'll be around somewhere.
All right, my friend. Again,
All right,
congratulations.
Congrats,
Take care.
brother.
Thanks, y'all.
Wow. I mean, how about that? We had a real good chance of 2 tour directors taking home the win today, but luckily we got one. And Derek's a fun guy. I mean, he seems really laid back, but always willing to have some fun.
Right. It was a great time. You want sea flay? Hop on.
All right. So when you talk, you got to talk like right in the microphone here.
All right.
So we got Sea Flight Champion. It's Luke. Say your last name for some-
Lauermore.
Lauermore.
Mhm.
All right. So we got Luke Lauermore from the Mississippi Tour. First off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Is this your first 2-day win?
No, I actually want.
So you're from the Mississippi Tour, and I think Jason Boyd can just send something in as a congratulations. So Mississippi Tour places second in A flight and wins C and D flight. Wow, so we got two. That's
Mississippi represented.
we're gonna have to do something about that sometime soon. So how did you finish yesterday and compared to today? Were you leading yesterday or
Yesterday I was in second,
okay?
and today I was in first for pretty much the whole day.
So tell us about your round today.
Honestly, a lot of ups and downs.
Okay.
I just struck the ball really good.
Okay.
Struck the ball really good.
Okay, that's good. How about putting? Because I got a partner over here who struggles with putting, and
Putting was probably my best thing.
How many
So-
putts?
I two putted at every green, pretty much.
I still beat him.
okay, but he won the tournament.
I understand, but I still beat him in putts.
So what's your a game normally like? Was weekend was it kind of normal for you?
Yeah, pretty normal.
Pretty
I
normal.
played like amazing, but I played good.
How old are you?
16.
How about that?
Yep.
To me, I mean, we've talked about this because we've had some kids on the show. I love it when we have kids come on
Right.
and win, or even just playing, because if you look around, most of us we're not kids anymore, and we really need to get more the kids involved in these tournaments to grow the game, because this is a game that, again, you can play until you're 80. So I love having kids on. I really love seeing them win. I'm always pretty much pushing for kids to win.
Right. And now he gets to play nationals for free.
Yep.
I mean, I think we had a 13-year-old win a couple of years back.
Yeah, we did.
So it's still out there. You still have a chance. Don't think that you don't have a chance because you're young.
Yeah,
If a 13-year-old and he won B,
He was
it was C.
B or C.
It was C. I remember.
okay.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
It just proves you can do it.
and anybody, and actually, I think the year before that we had a 73-year-old won the A flight. So
anything can happen.
anything can happen. So how far do you generally hit the ball?
Driving,
Mhm.
probably 260 to 280.
Again, that's 3 shots from you on a good day. So, but I love it. So what would you say is the strongest part of your game?
Strongest part of our game would be up and down.
Okay,
Short game.
it has to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has to be.
That's what we've been talking about for a while now.
Yep.
I'm halfway there.
Short
Chipping's
game.
okay.
What are you, up or are you down?
I'm the up part. The down part never gets there.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what are you going to really work on this year to get better at?
Definitely consistency. in
Okay.
Ball striking.
All right. Do you play on your high school team?
Mhm.
That's awesome. But
Right.
keep it up. Keep working at it. What's next? I mean, you're from Mississippi, so you don't. This is probably really cold. Not used to this.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? What's your next tournament?
Probably whenever Dad's tournament start up again, Mississippi Tour.
Okay. So your dad plays.
Yeah. No, Jason Boyd is my stepdad.
See that you probably should have led with that.
Yeah, that would have
probably.
been.
Probably.
Probably.
Hmm.
Probably would have connected it.
There you go. Well, buddy, what you need to tell him is, Dad, you gotta do more tournaments. I gotta play more.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta tell him.
I'll tell him.
Well, is he here?
It's right there.
Go grab him. Jason.
I didn't do it. Tim did.
See? All right, Jason. So we I had no idea that Luke was your son. So we're talking about, when his next tournament is. And he said, well, next time my dad starts playing again. I said, well, who's your dad? He said, Jason Boykin. I mean, you got to tell us these things, man.
You should have volunteered that information up front.
That's what I said. You probably should have led with that. But this is awesome.
No,
Isn't it?
Very proud of him. He started out a couple years ago, D-flight, working his way up. So hope to see him continue moving up.
Well, I'm sure he will. I mean, what he said is the strongest part of his game is his up and down, which that's if you're good at being up and down, the other stuff will come. So just keep working at it. Right?
Oh, exactly. A good up and down will make up for a lot.
It really will. It really will. But how'd you play today?
Not terrible.
Up and down.
Yeah. I had some good holes and a lot of bad ones. But I enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys out here. I can't tell you how happy I am for you. And well, again, it saved you money for national championship.
Yeah, exactly. That gives us an entry fee back.
See? Do you have any others that are playing too?
Matter of fact, your D-flighter is a Mississippi guy. You're going to interview him next. He's a Mississippi and won it. And,
all right.
We had a second and A flight. So
right.
We had a pretty good showing out
there. Yeah, Mississippi really took care of business.
Yeah, we did very well.
That's awesome. Well, Luke, Jason, you stay. Luke, thanks so much for taking some time with us. Congratulations, and can't wait to see you in Hilton Head in October.
Thank you.
All right, bud.
Congrats.
All right.
So where's Dean?
Dean, come on in, bud.
Yeah, put those on and then speak into the mic.
All right.
So we've got Dean Martell. Martell.
Yes, sir.
So Dean Martell from the Mississippi Tour, the D-Flight champion. Again, Mississippi is really cleaned up. So first off, congratulations on the win today.
Thank you. Thank you.
How'd you play yesterday compared to today?
Yesterday set the pace for me. Today was not so good, but I kind of held on to everything. I had a really good day yesterday. It was one of my lowest rounds ever.
Well, yeah, you had a low round of the tournament D-Flight yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were talking about it, and I said, in 86 in this weather, for D-Flight, that was a really, really good score.
Yeah.
So
it was had a bunch of one putts. I had 8 one putts and hit 9 fairways, and it just fell in place.
How many one putts?
8
or 9.
I had that many 3 putts.
Right.
So today, obviously not as good a round, but we never put our best rounds back to back, but you held on. What were your highlights today?
There wasn't a lot of highlights. Just a lot. There was a lot of 3 putts. It was a struggle. It really was, and I kind of got in protection mode, and so I just wasn't hitting balls far and had a lot longer shots in. Just trying to protect the lead. Let the course protect the lead for me.
Well, I think you were 7 up yesterday, and you finished 5 up over, tied for Frank Romano from New Jersey and Greg Davis from Houston. So I mean, you still had a 5-stroke win. I mean, so you had to do something right.
Yeah,
even with a high score like that. I mean, you still had to play well.
It was okay, and the course today was way tougher in my opinion than
Agreed.
yesterday. Yeah.
Agreed. Strongly agreed.
Yeah. Even though the conditions were way better, it was tougher.
See, but I like what he said. He said the course is going to help him manage the score.
Exactly.
Because it was a tough course. And if you know that you and your group aren't doing very well, chances are, and especially like we said, in C and D flight, anything can happen.
Right.
That will affect everybody else.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, today's a testament to the scores in D flight, especially. Right. I mean, you could tell that course was way harder just by all the scores and an average,
I mean, out of 13 players, only 5 were under triple digits.
Yeah.
Today in D flight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I mean, not even 193, and the rest were 99s and 97s.
Yeah.
So this course played tough. I'll probably say tougher than yesterday, even including the weather. It was tough. The pin positions were tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would read right to left and it would go straight.
Oh yeah, there was bunches of.
Then you read left to right and it goes straight. and then you reach straight and it wouldn't go straight.
Yeah, that's right.
Whether you're 3 feet out or you're 30 feet out.
You never did what you wanted to do.
No. Or someone would putt right to left, they go right to left, and then you try and follow them and they go straight.
Oh, very much so.
It happened to me a lot too.
All right, so Dean, what's next for you?
Next, we have our season opener at Shell Landing in Goshen, Mississippi.
Okay.
It'll be a two-day.
Yeah, two-day event starting.
Yeah.
When is that?
2 weeks from this weekend, January 27th and 28th. So
Awesome.
we start early in Mississippi.
Well, that's because you can, right?
Exactly,
You can play all year down there.
Pretty much.
Well, that's awesome. So you got nationals paid for, so you got that out of the way. So what are some of your other goals for the year?
I just want to be in the top of the points. I have been the last 3 years, and I've been to nationals the last 3 years. So just want to kind of keep that train rolling, and possibly move up the C flight eventually.
Okay, well, we can make that happen. Jason can make that happen. It doesn't take much.
Right.
Just an email. So.
You shoot a couple more 86s like yesterday, you'll be there pretty quick.
Exactly.
Hey, it's all good. I started in D and made my way up to B flight.
Real good.
Might need to go back to C if my putting doesn't get
No,
better.
no, we're not letting that happen. Not letting that happen. Well, Dean, again, thanks so much
All right,
for taking some
appreciate
time
it.
with us. Congratulations, and we'll see you in Hilton Head.
Thank you, guys.
Jason, before we let you go, what are some other highlights you have for your season?
This is the first year Mississippi is going to host a regional March
Yes,
15th
you're
and
right.
16th at Old Waverly and Mossy Oak. So super nice courses. Really excited about that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we won't be there for that one.
Okay.
That's supposed to be my opening tournament, but
Gotcha.
we are traveling. But tell us about that regional.
Well, Old Waverly is one of the nicest courses in the state, of course. They actually had the U.S. Women's Open there several years ago, and about 3 years ago, they had the U.S. Women's Amateur there. So a lot of prestigious events there.
That's nice.
That's awesome. So I mean, if you're not already registered, I'd get on it.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got a pretty good field already. I really hope it fills out pretty soon.
Well, we've got great regionals all season long. I mean, it seems like, okay, we had one last week, then this week, and then you got yours coming up, and then they just keep going, and they're playing great courses.
Oh, very much so. It's hard to pick which ones you want to go and participate in.
Yeah, it is.
You're telling us when we had to pick ours, it took us a while.
It did.
I let my wife help, and that way she can, kind of plan vacations around where she wants to go. I bring her with
There
me
you
on
go.
that.
That's okay too. That's all right too. Well, Jason, thanks so much for taking some time with us. Congratulations on the big Mississippi win. Congratulations on Luke's win. I guess you're heading out tonight, or
Yeah, got to be at the airport, leave out at midnight, hit it home. So
Yep.
long night at the airport.
and no flight delays going to Mississippi.
I hope not.
There
Yeah,
you go.
everything looks good right now.
All right, buddy. Well, take care. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Who do we need? We need
B flight.
B flight.
Well, I tell you what, Chris is running around trying to get our last champion, Jared Chesson from he's from Louisiana South. But it must be nice a good feeling for Jason, dad to have his stepson, come out here and play really well over the weekend and take home the championship and win a major. So congratulations to them, and congratulations really to all the winners and those that are finishing in the money. It's not easy coming to a regional when you're playing against competition from all over the country. These regionals, you've got to bring your A game and put up two good scores. So again, congratulations and to them. If you're not registered already for some of these regionals, please do that. If you go to amateurgolftour.net, you'll see them all on the homepage. So go ahead and get that done. If you haven't registered and joined the tour yet, please do that as well, because I know these tournaments are really picking up. Just right there. All right. All right, Jared. When you talk right in there.
All right.
So, Jared, how you say your last name?
Chasson.
Chasson. All right. Well, Jared, congratulations for winning the C flight. Nice job today.
B flight.
Excuse me, B flight. You're right. B flight. So you had two really good days. You shot 85 yesterday, 79 today. Tell us about your round today.
Man, I hit it good. Everything was good. 2-putt. Got on the green, 2-putt. Tried to make pars.
And you walk away. You're walking away with a nice size flight skin.
I didn't even know I won a skin on the birdie.
Oh, you did.
It's the only birdie I made today.
I think that's the cash he just gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know I won a skin till just now.
Get $305.
Awesome.
You know.
It's the only birdie I made.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes.
That's it.
Exactly. But I mean, you did really well. You got a 6-stroke win over Scott Rhodes from Michigan East. You really kind of won this thing going away.
Stayed out of trouble.
That's all you got to do.
Get it in the fairway, get it on the green, 2-putt. Made a lot of pars, not much. Again, one birdie. I didn't think I made a skin. I didn't know I won a skin.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Again, like I said, I was in B flight. I did not have a great day, but to see a 79, which is what I was talking about last night, might need to take it today. You came out and you played well.
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got out of the vehicle, I told our tour director, JP, I said, I just want to shoot 82. If I can shoot 82, I think I can win.
Yeah, well, 82 still would have won it. I mean,
yeah.
Scott went, Scott Rhodes from Michigan East, he went 90-80. So even that 80 is a really good score. So actually, it looks like you had low round both days.
Yeah,
so you were leading yesterday by one, right?
Yeah, when I got done, I was like in 6th place.
Okay.
When we got back to the hotel, they said, "Man, you in first." I had no idea.
See, that's when not looking at the scoreboard works.
Yeah. So were you scoreboard looking today?
I looked all day. Yeah. At one point, I saw I had like a 7-shot lead, and I just tried to hit it in the fairway.
Well, I want you to know we're going to be in Louisiana for their regional.
Awesome.
And if you're still in B flight, I'm coming for you. All right. I'm gonna make Gina and them pair us together, and I'm just gonna have you look at the scores and tell me every hole.
I'll be there.
Well, you talk about JP, your tour director. This regional had a ton of tour directors here, which I think is great because they all brought people.
Right.
So tour directors go to regionals, bring your guys, bring your players, because it's. I'm just talking about for me, and it's great to see so many tour directors there because we only generally get to see them, at national championship. But it's great to see them in this type of environment. So I'm glad you brought Jason with them. You carried him along.
We travel well. We bring a lot to Hilton Head. We bring a lot to Las Vegas. These are the 2 trips we make are Las Vegas and Hilton Head. And I don't know how many we had, but I know it was a dozen at one point. I think we might have had up to 15, 17 LA South people.
Well, you talk about LA South, Louisiana, but both Louisiana tours travel well. They really do. So again, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on your win. And hopefully we'll see you in June, and we'll definitely see you in Hilton Head.
I'll be back.
All right, Jared. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you,
care.
guys.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Well, we accomplished goal number 1.
We did. We got them all.
Right.
So, and I was hoping we were going to get a couple other players, but one just gave me the no-go on it. So, we'll get some of these other guys, during our regular, our regular. I know Randy. I know we want to get Randy on before we sign off. All right, Randy, we're ready for you, bud. All right, so Randy, when you talk right into the microphone. So We got Randy Merrill, tour director from Las Vegas. Randy, welcome, bud.
Thank you. It's nice to see you guys.
It's good seeing you. I mean, you all did a phenomenal job this weekend. I can't tell you how awesome this tournament was.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we got really lucky with the weather.
Well, I was inside today, so I mean, it looked real nice out there.
Were you guys here last year?
No, I was not.
No, I heard.
So last year it was 34 degrees, 40-mile-an-hour winds, and it was raining.
See, I would have gone home.
And half the field did.
I would have just.
Well, that's again, this is kind of their loss when you even in the rain. It's beautiful out here.
You can't beat the way that they keep the course in shape.
Right.
And it is like this all year long.
And it's not painted green, like it's actual grass out there.
It's actual green. It's
Right.
actually green grass.
Right. It's great.
Yeah, the maintenance staff out here is phenomenal.
Well, you can tell it's they do a great job here.
Well, this is my home course. I live
Do you really?
7 minutes down the street from here, so
That explains a lot. Wait, hold on. Home course, and you.
Well, no, I'm
we
not. No, I'm
won't
not.
talk about that.
we
I'm
shouldn't
not
talk about that.
I'm not throwing Randy under the bus on that one. I mean, because you know what it's like being a tour director and having to run a tournament. You know what it's
but-
like, even at your home course.
True.
Especially
I'll allow it.
with all that goes into this. Now,
I will
now-
say I haven't been able to practice or play much over the last couple of months. We've been working really hard to try to get the Las Vegas the tour to grow, and we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes with sponsors and charity and all the things that we're getting together right now to make sure that we have a product in place before our first event.
Right.
So it's been kind of busy.
and you guys are doing really a phenomenal job. I mean,
Thank you.
You know, people think that I just say that, but you know, I don't say that lightly, because you know, when it comes down to it, you know, we have to make sure that we're doing right by our players.
Absolutely.
And if we're not, people are going to know, and then they're going to know that we're not being serious. But I mean, if you come out here and you see what they've done today, and you know, I really think that you guys are going to do a great job and get Vegas back to where it really needs to be.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you
Agreed.
what we've really tried to do for this next season coming up is make sure that we not only put out a product that people want to come and join, but
Right.
we want to make it affordable.
Right.
So we've had to work really hard with the golf courses to try to get the rates down for us to get a contract.
Right.
And if you go on, on our website and you see what our tournament fees are, it's the best that it's ever been.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I talked about it, briefly, about a month or so ago, and I couldn't believe the prices you're getting. I'm like, you just keep rolling with what you got, then don't listen to me.
I remember that phone call.
Yeah.
He looked at me and he said, "You guys have a 2-day major for $200." He's like, "Something has to be wrong." I'm like, "No, it's not a typo, sir." We really did get that contract.
Man, it's crazy, because I mean, this is a major metropolitan area.
Yes.
It's not like, pick I don't know, it's not
Utah.
Charleston. It's not Charleston,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how you do it. I mean,
Well,
because we can't. We're not even close to anything that in Atlanta. We were never really close to anything like that in DC. So in Chicago and St. Louis and all these other places. So good on you.
and I will tell you that for 3 years prior to this, you couldn't do it either.
Well,
But we have been very fortunate to build some relationships with some of these golf courses and some of the the tournament directors that are at these golf courses
Right,
to
right.
be able to say, "Hey, listen, here's what we're doing. This is what the product we want to showcase your course,
Right.
and put together something that's going to look good for everybody."
right.
So in having the relationships that I've had, I mean, I've lived here for 39 years now, so I've played a lot of golf and seen a lot of things here in this town. So
Well, we don't need to talk about what you've seen. We'll talk about that later tonight.
no, sir.
Well,
Pass.
Randy, I know we got a lot to do to wrap this thing up, and Dennis is calling me to take pictures. So, what I'd like to do is we'll get you scheduled for, like a nice 25, 30-minute in-depth interview about,
Sure.
and love to hear what's going on in Vegas. And I'm sure the players around the country are going to want to hear about it, because again, we talk about traveling to regionals all the time, but we've got a lot of guys that travel just to regular tournaments, and I think Vegas is a great destination, because you got some great courses out here. So I'd love to sit down and talk to you and go through some of that.
Yeah, would love
sometime
to.
in the near future.
Absolutely.
We'll get the schedule.
All right, Bob. Well, congratulations on a great tournament, first tournament under the belt.
Thank you, guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
We really appreciate you.
No,
All right, Chris. Nice job this weekend. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. And for everybody that's listening and watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much for joining us.
yes, thank you. Be ready to hear my on-course interviews with myself that I did. Yesterday's was better than today's because there was no highlights today. No highlights.
We'll talk about it.
Maybe the flying V that I saw. I don't see ducks either, so maybe that was a highlight. I don't know.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, man. And we'll leave it on that. Y'all take care, and we'll talk to everybody soon.